Hello, I'm Harry FleuTV, I'm a member of Cleveland Have To, and today I'm going to review two creepypasta fanfictions. One is called Sky's the Limit, and it is the sequel to a fanfiction I listened to on YouTube quite a while ago called Blood Flow. The other is a Dr Locklear fanfiction, and it's called A Different Side Game. But first I'm going to review Sky's the Limit. So Sky's the Limit is a sequel to an okay fanfiction called Blood Flow, and here's the thing, I'm not going to review Blood Flow because I already know how it's going to turn out. Not just because I already read it, but because, guess what, I'm going to give you 3 guesses as to what happened in Blood Flow. Jeff turned good in order to be with Scott, or in order to be with his love interest Hope. Hope has been manipulated by Jeff and has been controlled by him and ends up killing him at the end. Or the book glorifies murder, and Jeff and Hope move into the Slenderman mansion, and it's just like any other generic fanfiction about creepypastas. If you've guessed number 3, then bravo, well done, you guessed it right. So no, I will not review Blood Flow. And so the story of Sky's the Limit is that after the events of Blood Flow, Sky, Hope and Jeff have a daughter called Sky, and Sky doesn't want to become a killer like them. She refuses to become a killer like her mother and father, and she does not get along with the other creepypastas, even though they try their best with her. Now that already seems like a good start. But the difficult thing is, the story doesn't know which story to pick. It doesn't know which story to tell, nor which villain to choose to use in the story. Because at the beginning of the story, it has the concept of Hope Sky not wanting to be a killer anymore, or she doesn't want to be a killer like her mother and father, and her mother and father try to force Sky to be a killer. Now that already seems like a good start, but then it slowly moves into the glorified murder territory by having 2 different stories. And one of them is the Jane the Killer plot, where Jane is somehow haunting Sky and stalking her everywhere she goes. Then it goes to Sky trying not to snap and become like Jeff and Hope. Then there's this plot of, then it goes back to the Jane the Killer plot when Hope's new boyfriend Brent, who tried to kill her at the beginning of the story, betrays her later in the story, and then that makes her snap and kill him. Then it goes back to the Sky not wanting to be a killer again, where Sky moves into a house with a girl named Sam, and where she meets Marsky, and it completely makes Jeff the villain. And I wouldn't mind that if the story wasn't so confusing. So I don't know how to review this. I really don't know how to review this story, because it's like different stories all meshed into one, and it's not like Age of Nolgo where it's done right. It's like Spider-Man 3, where it's just a clump of mess and it doesn't know which story to tell. So what are you gonna get in? Why would the story make Brent the villain? In my opinion, if the story is going to kill off Brent, but it shouldn't have made him the villain. It should have made Guy kill Brent, then regret it afterwards, then realise she's becoming like Jeff, and that caused her to run away. That would have been decent, because then it would have been focused more on the Guy not wanting to be a killer plot, instead of having 3 different plots. And then, right at the end, it completely makes us trying to make us sympathise with Jeff after he kills Guy. And like I said before, I don't mind making Jeff sympathetic if it's done right. You know, like non-British Studios Jeff, or Banning Kane Jeff, or even Jeffrey Keaton. So, that's all I have to say about Sky's the Limit. I thought it was very confusing, and I couldn't follow along the plot properly. So what I think it should have just completely stayed with the Guy not wanting to become a killer like Jeff plot. That would have made a better story. Because we've already told the Jane the Killer story has already been told in Bloodflow. We don't need another Jane the Killer story. So yeah, I think it should have stayed with just one plot, and that plot being making Jeff the villain and Guy not wanting to be a killer anymore. Hell, I think it was quite decent when the creepypasta turned against Guy after they found out she killed Hope. That would have been a great plot. That would have been a great end to the plot. Maybe if that happened like in the middle of the story, instead of having it be told right at the end of the story to make room for the Jane the Killer plot and the Brent Guy relationship and Brent betraying her plot. That would have been a great story. That would have made a great sequel to Bloodflow. It would have made a better sequel. And again, if the story was going to kill off Brent, it should have done it in a way that Guy regrets it afterwards. So, in other words, not making Brent the villain, because that would have made no sense. I mean, it kind of did, because he tried to kill her before, but to be honest, it's just some generic boyfriend betrayal trope that should not be followed along. Like, Brent should have either stayed the good guy, and he should have either been killed by Jeff, and that's what triggers Guy to become a killer and kill Jeff, or he should have been killed by Guy, and Guy regrets it afterwards and runs away from home when everyone finds out she killed Hope, and that would get to the plot of Guy not wanting to be a killer. That's all I have to say for Sky's the Limit. Now, on to A Different Side to Him. Now, A Different Side to Him is amazing. It's actually one of the best fan fictions I've ever read, next to Vegas Jeff X Corbin. I think it's an amazing fan fiction because it's a breath of fresh air from the glorifying murder trope we see in every creepypasta fanfiction. And luckily, it isn't focused on it's focused on a creepypasta character that isn't Jeff, Laughing Jack, Kiki Toby, or Eyeless Jack. That is a real improvement, I think. Because there needs to be more Locklear fanfiction rather than Jeff fanfiction. Because Locklear is the perfect, he's a superior creepypasta compared to Jeff, I think. So the story of A Different Side to Him is that Locklear goes after a woman named Elizabeth who killed her sister's lover and the baby they were going to have. But Locklear ends up kidnapping Elizabeth's twin sister Jasper, and it's kind of funny because he's like, in the story he's like, oh yeah, they're twins. And it's kind of funny when you think about it, well, that's how it should be, that's what I think is funny. And I like the whole Locklear and Jasper relationship, and I think it's a cool story in my opinion. Now, and I love the Nalga concept, because it makes Nalga the villain without making Slenderman the good guy. Now, Slenderman hasn't appeared in the story yet. I say yet because it's a possibility. And neither has Tiki Toby, even though he's been mentioned. But if they appear in the story, I hope to God they'll be portrayed as villains, instead of one being a hyperactive 12-year-old who eats waffles, and the other being a supportive father figure who sounds like Mufasa from The Lion King. So, if you're feeling down and you want to read a good fan fiction to cheer you up, read A Different Side to Him, because it is amazing. If I remember, I'll try and link that story in the description so that you can all check it out yourselves. But I tell you, it is an amazing story, and it is a beautiful breath of fresh air from the creepypasta fanfics that glorify murder. And that's all I have to say about these two fanfictions. Sky's the Limit was decent, but yeah, it had its flaws. And A Different Side to Him is honestly amazing. There's a fanfiction I found called Why Can't I Kill You, which is a Marsky fanfiction. It's a Marsky ex-reader fanfiction, but that's a review for another day. But for now, that's all I have to say about these fanfictions. One is decent, but could have done better, and one is amazing, doesn't need improving, and should definitely be continued. Because it is worth it to just sit back after school, after a hard long day at school or work or wherever you are, and read this amazing fanfiction. That's all I have to say. I'm Harry FleuTV, and remember, you don't have to.